Hey there, everyone. I hope that you guys are doing well. Um, I don't know what time you guys are gonna be watching this, but I hope it blesses you. And yeah, we live from my bedroom, as you can see. I really don't care, like, what people may think. I mean, like, not that I don't care about how I look or that I just don't care, but I really don't, like, another person's opinion doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people are so fixated on opinions. And it's like, no, just do you. You know what I mean? And this is me. I guess I'm unique. Everyone should be unique, because everybody's special in their own way. You know what I mean? Like we've all been created differently. We all have different ways of thinking, different ways of acting. But that doesn't mean that we're better than one another. But because we are from the same Father, because it's from the Father in heaven who created us, like we're different, but we're the same at the same time, So let us not be prideful in that way. But anyway, I wanted to share to you guys a story I was reading earlier in the day. And the story comes from Matthew 26. And basically this story, I want to talk about two things that happened. So I want to talk about Mary, and I want to also talk about Judas. So I'm going to read you something here. Okay, so let's go verse 1. When Jesus had finished saying all these things, he said to his disciples, "As you know, Passover begins in 2 days, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified." At that time, the leading priests and leaders were meeting at the residence of Caiaphas, the high priest, plotting how to capture Jesus secretly and kill him. But not during Passover celebration, they agreed, or the people may riot. So basically, the Passover celebration, I believe it was in the Old Testament, where they would mark the blood of the lamb on their doorposts, showing that their sin is covered and that they are safe. So I guess that's what it means. I forgot like the deeper meaning, but briefly, that's how I can explain it. But let's continue. Verse 6. Meanwhile, Jesus was in Bethany at the home of Simon, a man who had previously had leprosy. I thought I read that wrong. Lol. While he was eating, a woman came in with a beautiful alabaster jar of expensive oil, or expensive perfume rather, and poured it over his head. The disciples were indignant when they saw this. "What a waste," they said. "It could have been sold for a high price and the money given to the poor." But Jesus, aware of this, replied, "Why criticize this woman for doing such a good thing to me? You will always have the poor among you, but you'll not always have me. She has poured this perfume on me to prepare my body for burial. I tell you the truth, wherever the good news is preached throughout the whole world, this woman's deed will be remembered and discussed." Now, let's just stop right there. Now we see that, there's two things that happen here. First, Mary, expensive jar of perfume, pours it all onto Jesus. Then we see that Jesus's disciples reacting, saying that what a waste. Because she's pouring this expensive jar of perfume, it was worth a year's wages. So that's expensive. You know what I mean? Like you could live off of that money if you sold that perfume. But one thing about Mary, she saw fit to pour out that perfume onto Jesus, and literally just spoil it and pour it all out of him, every single drop. I don't even think a drop was left. I don't even think a drop was left. And like, it's so beautiful because she didn't care about the money. She probably knew how valuable that perfume was, because she knew the value. Even though she knew the value, she still poured it out to Jesus. She didn't care about the money or the value, but she poured it out willingly because she saw him as worthy. You know, she saw him as worthy. And I want to read the second part, Judas. Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 disciples, went to the leading priests and asked, "How much will you pay me to betray Jesus to you?" And they gave him 30 pieces of silver. From that time on, Judas began looking for an opportunity to betray Jesus. So, you all know that saying, money is the root of all evil. And I think it's in Matthew chapter 6, where it says you cannot serve two masters. It's either you love one or hate the other. And it's talking about money, and I believe God. Cannot serve God and love money. You're gonna either hate God or love money, or love God or hate money. And it's like sometimes we blame it too much on the devil, you know. But I was watching a video by Miles Monroe. He said sometimes it's not even the devil. Like, the devil's not even a threat, but money. A lot of people's hearts are filled with vanity, and money is the root of all evil. You know, money can drive someone crazy. There's a lot of crazy things that people do in this world for money, you know. And it's actually crazy if you think about it. Just actually deep it and look at the world. What does the world revolve around? It revolves around money, and it's crazy. And that's what Judas done here. You know, money overtook. Money was the ruler of Judas's heart, and that's why he betrayed Jesus, because we see him becoming remorseful, you know, later in the passage. But in this moment, money was his main. Like, he wanted money. He didn't see Jesus as a worthy king. He just probably saw Jesus as this guy. Oh man, why am I following this guy? I'm just wasting my life, you know. A lot of people want this guy dead, so let me just, you know, hand him over to the hands of the enemy, because he could probably be deceiving me. But later, Judas realizes that Jesus is innocent, and it's quite sad. It's quite a sad ending to the story, because if we look at our own lives, like, how many times have we been Judas? How many times have we chosen temporary pleasure? A pleasure that doesn't satisfy us, you know? And we felt remorseful, and we wanted to kill ourselves, and we just felt so guilty and bad, you know? This story just teaches us here that we should be like Mary. You know, we should be like Mary. Like, don't look at the money, but just keep your eyes fixated on him. Mary didn't care about any other thing in that moment except for Jesus. And she kept her eyes fixated on Jesus. And that's what we should be doing every single day. So I hope this encouraged you. I hope this blessed you. I pray that you guys sleep well, or you're sleeping well wherever you are. If it's daytime, I pray that you have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.